Oh happy day, oh happy day, oh happy day, oh happy day. Yes, I am finishing reviewing Voyager Season 1. Thank God. And I am an atheist and I still thank God for being done with Voyager Season 1, which was excruciating. Wow. Jesus Christ, I thank God as an atheist for being done with Voyager Season 1, and we end with Learning Curve, which, first of all, as I said in a previous video, I recently watched the 4K remaster of Star Trek the Motion Picture, and one scene where Captain Kirk explains the situation with the weird cloud coming in the direction of Earth. To the crew, there's 2 people in the crew who are Native Americans and full Native American regalia or regalia. I don't know how to pronounce that in English right now. Or regalia, or and full Native American gear. And of course, there's the recurrent question on Star Trek forums or on Quora. Of why Mr. Worf gets to wear his Klingon sash, but Bajorans have to take off their earrings. And I bring that up because in this episode it comes back again. Bajorans have to take off their earrings according to Star Trek regulations. And I just remember, watching Star Trek the Motion Picture with the Native Americans in full Native American gear and Mr. Worf with the Klingon sash. And I think the answer is just that the Federation deliberately wants to be fucking assholes to Bajorans because it's fun to them. It's like, oh yeah, the Cardassians committed genocide on your planet for 60 years, but we are your benevolent benefactors now. We are going to tell you what to do now. Take off your fucking earrings. Take off your fucking earring or we're going to throw you out of Starfleet. Fucking Bajorans. It's like, if you want to think about it in a political way, that's not Starfleet at its best. Yeah, Klingons can do that. Native Americans, that's fine. But you fucking Bajorans, you stay in fucking line. You take off your fucking earrings or we're going to fucking kick you out. Don't you give me some fucking lip, you fucking Bajoran. Get the fuck out. Take off your fucking earring. Like, yeah, you get the feeling the Federation just wants to be fucking assholes to Bajorans. I mean, am I wrong? What other impression am I supposed to get from, just recently watching Motion Picture and, seeing Worf for 7 seasons of TNG with his sash and on Deep Space Nine with his Klingon sash? And whenever Bajoran in Starfleet wants to wear an earring, it's like, take that fucking earring off. Take it off, or you're going to be dismissed from duty. Yeah, the Federation just wants to be assholes to Bajorans because, they obviously feel like they deserve it because they just came out of 60 years of genocide committed against their people, so they need to be put in place. Best not to overthink that because it makes the Federation not exactly look good in that context. Yeah. Other than that, I think the general idea behind this episode is it's a smart idea, like for the general story arc of Voyager, because they took on lots of Maquis people, and obviously not everybody is going to fit in. So they have this episode of Tuvok trying to make some people fit in that have trouble adjusting to Starfleet, and other than the Bajoran earring thing, which is you know, if you think about it too much, it's total cringe. But other than that, it's a pretty decent story. Mostly, of course, because Tim Russ is amazing. Like, one of the things that really makes me a captive audience about Voyager is Tim Russ as Tuvok. Other than, you know, Robert Picardo as the Doctor, who, by the way, isn't a Time Lord, but he's the Doctor. Yeah, Tim Russ is perfect. Robert Picardo is perfect. Kate Mulgrew is absolutely perfect, even though the writing for her character is not. I like the cast of this show. I'm getting sidetracked again. Tuvok puts the Maquis people who don't really fit into through rigorous training. One of them is, of course, a Bolian, who are established to have a tendency to always whine about everything, which is fine. It works, and they have like one guy who feels like he's the guy in charge, and Chakotay punches him in the face at some point. That's not actually that interesting, but only the scenes with Tuvok are interesting. The scenes with Chakotay are not interesting. But yeah, it's a decent idea for the overall story arc of Voyager as an individual episode. Like, you see me kind of struggling to find something interesting. It's not great as an individual episode. The scenes of Tuvok putting people through the training, they're fine. And mostly because Tim Russ is great as Tuvok. Other than that, it's by itself a really boring episode. Just makes sense in the overall story arc of Voyager to have, you know, show that not everybody from the Maquis crew can adjust perfectly to life in Starfleet, in the Federation, on a Federation ship. And yeah, it's fine. Makes sense. It's a decent enough episode, not exactly a season finale material, like especially, you know, if you're like a nowadays episode where you if you're like a nowadays TV viewer, watcher, expecting the season finale to be a big thing. This season finale is not a big thing, it's just a standalone episode that does a standalone story about stuff. It's not really season finale kind of stuff. It's not exactly Best of Both Worlds Part 1, or, you know, in terms of Voyager, it's not like Scorpion Part 1 or Basics Part 1 or, you know, or Year of Hell Part 1. That's also a great one. I was trying to think of that. My mind was blocked by the season 4 finale, Hope and Fear, which was terrible, but I'll get to that in like a couple of months when I get further in the show. But yeah, it's not a great season finale, not an amazing episode, but it's serviceable and furthers the overall story arc. It's a little questionable on, you know, the political implications of, you know, deliberately trying to harass Bajorans when it's already been established that it's not necessary. It's a bit weird and cringe. But Tim Russ being great as Tuvok makes up for it. So, yeah, overall, learning curve is decent stuff. And most of all, I'm just glad to be done with Voyager Season 1 because it was really difficult to get through. And Season 2 is where the show finds its footing. Season 2 has a lot of great episodes. It has some awful ones because, you know, the K-Zone are still in it. But overall, Season 2, that's where you find a lot of really great episodes. Season 1, you don't find great episodes in that one. It's terrible, and I'm glad to have finally finished it. I'm finished with Voyager Season 1. I've made it. Yes! I'm done with Voyager Season 1. Yes! It's over. It's finally over. Oh, yes. Thank you, non-existing deity. Thank you. I'm done with Voyager Season 1.